we go again. This is the rematch.
What, from the start?
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna fucking have like 10 minutes
out.
are you?
We'll cut it out.
Cut it out.
Alright, we'll go from the start.
Start again. It will just flow.
Yeah.
How fucking annoying! I'm so pissed off.
It's just our luck.
Start this time.
Why is it sometimes good and sometimes not?
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be
Well,
shit.
you might as well I'm jump in straight
Fight Camp
away.
3, 3rd episode.
The final
Let's
fight
go.
camp of the year. We have Blotnik's Buatsi. Obviously, last week we made some pretty bold predictions. Ethan being the one who lost money on those bold predictions.
But I could have made. I could have made a lot though.
Yeah. How much did you put on? 4th round knockout for Blotnik's.
Like a fiver.
Oh, 5. What would you made? Like at least.
So 250 quid.
Ah.
It's not.
To be fair.
Hey, it was pretty. All right. I thought it was pretty close at points.
To be
you know what I mean?
fair, the fourth round he had a few good shots in the 4th
He was
round.
swinging. I
And,
thought,
like,
hey, we fucking
I was
go.
grinning from ear to ear in that 4th round, thinking, "Oh my god, Ethan's gonna be buzzing."
Imagine.
He was coming on a little bit, but no, Buatsi shut him down hard with that
Yeah.
jab. What did you guys think? For the first 6 rounds, up until when Buatsi got him going, were you thinking that? Obviously, Buatsi was keeping him pretty solid with his jab, controlling the tempo really well, but Blotnik's had his shots in there, I think.
Yeah,
Go on,
I had apart from the first round, out of the first 6 rounds anyway, I had it like 5-1 Buatsi basically.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, I think the jab won him the fight to an extent because it just didn't allow Blotnik to do anything. Such a stiff and strong jab. I think that was the ender for him really. But yeah, overall, what a fight still. That 11th round knockout I thought was a bit like I never saw it coming really. I didn't really see it.
No, I thought he looked gassed after the 6th round where he dropped that's his name, Blotnik. I thought he gassed really quickly. The first round after, I thought, he's just taking his time, but it was kind of evident he kind of gassed really.
He looked rough. The way he was just leaning forward, and it was literally just leaning over. And I thought, ooh.
Yeah.
Of all the
you can
things
hear
to
his
do,
corner say loads, from this. I think the 7th, 8th, and 9th round. Every time they were like, "How do you feel? How do you feel? Because you got that second wind. Are you okay? Are you recovered?" Like, which is a bit mad because, like you said, that 7th round he didn't do anything. Like the 7th round, I've got down as Blotnik's.
Yeah.
I think they looked at the 7th, and the 8th.
And 9th.
I had the 7th and the 8th, I think.
Yeah, and the 8th with the 8th we're actually losing a point. So I
I was gonna say you lost one, didn't
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, did you total up your scorecards from before the knockdown?
before the knockdown.
96, 92. So you're still down by a few.
Yeah, I only had Blotnik's winning two of the rounds, but obviously one of them was a 10-8, but then 10-8 cancelled out with the knockdown.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did think. In round 6 where he Buatsi dropped him.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it was like the hairline and the shit tattoos and just the fact Hal Foster was there, but I was thinking he looked like George Groves, Blotnik's.
Oh my god!
I don't know if you see like the tattoos, like the trunks, and I was seeing Howard Foster there, and I was like, oh, he's gonna jump in again, but he never fucking did.
I can't believe he didn't stop in.
No, I was surprised actually.
I watched it on the replay. He beat him from one corner of the ring, the whole way round the ring, back to the same corner. Punched him from rope to rope. I was like, how is this not a stoppage? If
I consider it's Howard Foster again. Like I said, unless he was getting flashed, but maybe Howard Foster was thinking, shit, it's Groves again. I'm not going to do it this time. I don't know.
I couldn't believe it when it stopped. I thought when it was getting when that 10-8 came in for Blotnik's and he won like the next round, in my opinion, I thought this is mental. If he pulls it back in, Buatsi is gassed and wins.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, shit, Buatsi might be gassed here.
And at some point, I thought like there is a solid chance Blotnik's could put him away, or like just out of tiredness. Do you know what I mean? Like if Buatsi just gets too tired to throw and it's like
when he's that tired, it's just going to take one.
Yeah,
it's just going to take one decent connection from Blotnik's because like I think a few times in the fight Buatsi really felt it.
Yeah,
and I think that jab kind of covered it a bit. But I think if he caught him with a decent one. even that 7th or 8th round, it would have been good, like game over for him.
But could you imagine if they didn't stop it in the 6th and then Blotniks went on to win it? Eddie Hearn would be raging. It would be a nightmare. But no, to be fair, Blotniks, I'm proud of him. He didn't fight as well as he has done, but I think that's purely due to the fact of Buatsi's jab.
Yeah.
I think he really nullified a lot of what Blotniks does well with that jab.
Well, I'd only seen bits of Blotniks, but what you said about last week about him that he will throw with Buatsi, like first round, that's what just took me off. I was like, shit, he's throwing with him. I don't know if it's but I was impressed. It was a good, definitely Buatsi's toughest test. Yeah,
and I think, I don't know, is it a positive for Buatsi? Has he come out looking good, or has he come out looking like?
I think so. Yeah.
I think he's come out looking well good from it. To be honest, I don't think Bolotniks has come out looking bad either.
No. It's stock. Yeah, he'll get fights again.
I think looking at him, like before the Buatsi fight, I thought this guy could like pick up a. We know how many world titles there are. Like I thought this guy could maybe get one. Like to be honest, and then after that, I think Buatsi did show the schooling in him. It was very high class with Virgil Hunter as well. I think even when it cut to the corner, just random bits. Just listen to Virgil Hunter. He's so clear and concise. I picked up there was, I think it was the 8th where he tells him, "Don't give him momentum, don't give him hope." And I think that was like because I say Blotniks did win 2 on the bounce. Then I think maybe they did sense a bit of like just a bit of urgency into Buatsi, and him. Buatsi did come out and win the next couple of rounds. I think Virgil's really good. I obviously can't speak as a trainer, but Buatsi looked sharp and he looked like his jab had improved a lot in my opinion. But just having him in the corner, I think he's just so clear, so concise. He's almost calming. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like some like Teddy Atlas, for instance, obviously like world class trainer. But he's like,
we are the firemen,
shouting at you, blowing all this stuff. I think you'd just be like a whirlwind hit you if you sat down, gassed out rather than that. Whereas Virgil's just like, you look good, you're doing good, you're great. Like gives you like a little instruction, and it's like go out there and do the job. I think that's what Buatsi needed.
So was that last night? Was that a title? Was that, I can't remember if I remember right. Was that for a world title eliminator?
I can't remember. It was for some weird titles.
I know it's for one of those stupid ranking belts and stuff. I just didn't know if that was an eliminator as well or a final. It means fucking nothing anyway. But
I think so. I think Eddie said in an interview at IFL after. I think he said it was for an eliminator.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens with that. What was the next fight? Or did anyone have anything else to add?
No, I think we covered it. Yeah, overall, I think both of them came out looking good. Buatsi looked, like you said, looked sharp, looked clean. Didn't really get hurt. Gassed out, but he didn't really get hurt. Hurt anything. I think Bolotniks showed like decent heart from it.
I think both their heads would be sore today.
Yeah, it was a WBA light heavyweight world title eliminator.
Okay.
Who is WBA champion? Trying to think of who's the belt holders.
WBA.
Is it
Bivol? Oh yeah, Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah.
Bivol.
Which
he got?
I haven't seen a lot of Bivol, and I don't really rate him that much. He's a bit stale.
I think he's a good boxer.
Good boxer.
He's a bit boring, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think Buatsi hits hard. Even obviously he's in a big division, but I still think he hits a lot harder than a lot of them. His shots look vicious, to be honest.
I think Bivol's quite small. So I was saying about Buatsi looking quite small. I think Bivol looks quite small, like heavyweight as well. So
yeah, I think it's a good fight.
It's that Beater Beeve, isn't he? He's the man at like heavyweight.
Yeah. And I think
monster.
Even if Buatsi goes and loses, he's still got world title opportunities there. So, or even if he loses out, he can have a few domestic fights, which I think he'll win.
Yes, good division, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think if he gets that Bivol opportunity, I say he just takes it and goes for it.
I saw someone say about Callum Johnson fighting Bolotniks. That'd be a fun fight.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Callum Johnson was stand and trade. And
that'd be.
Yeah, I'd like that.
If Bolotnik wants another fight like that is.
Yeah, true.
Should we move on?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. What was next? Cordina.
I think it was the Cordina fight.
Yeah, first round KO against who?
Yeah, they were saying on commentary that don't be like put off by his record and that he's only lost to good. again, I know it was only a comment, but I thought he looked shit. It was over before it even started. I had really nothing.
Couldn't see anything from it.
Yeah, I have nothing to say as
the only note I have is Hernandez got sparked the fuck out.
Yeah,
that pretty much summed up the fight, really.
Yeah, I didn't really.
Yeah,
the only thing I'd say about I heard him say about Cordina's moving down a weight because apparently there's more options for him, and I kind of thought, well, just doesn't fancy he's getting sparked by Tank or Teofimo then at lightweight, I guess.
They bully him.
Yeah, so I guess it's probably easy. I'm trying to think who is the super. Is that Shakur Stevenson, Dremel Herring? I guess there is an easier opportunities there.
Yeah.
But they're also saying again with go on late and but apparently I hope Zelfa Barrett. They said about potentially them two fighting in a title eliminator. So
who? Cordina and Barrett.
Yeah, Cortina and Barrett.
Oh, okay,
they're both ranked in the top 10. Yeah, so keep an eye on that one.
Yeah,
but yeah, just having it was good knockout, but just don't really have much to add for Cordina, to be honest.
I wouldn't like you say about it so early on as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't really think much of Fernandez. So
no, I mean, who comes out first punch? Fraser, wild left hook. I'm sorry, but you haven't even felt the guy's power and you're gonna throw that.
I'm not sure.
Next fight, McKinson-Ranowski. I can't even remember this fight. I got it scored.
I scored this one, the first 4 rounds, and then I just gave up.
Yeah, I think
so boring.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so tricky, that Mikey McKinnon. He's just awkward left-hander. I heard him say that he's naturally right-handed as well, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I think Conor Ben blows him out in 4.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That Ranowski didn't throw much at all.
No.
I think Conor Ben is vicious, explosive, powerful, and I don't think McKinson gets away from him.
Awkward. He's so awkward. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Personally,
I would like that fight.
I feel like Ben doesn't let you breathe. He's one of those fighters that you try to get away and you look up and his nose is that far away from you still. And I feel like that's what will get him, because Ben won't think, I've got to be in this to go to 12 rounds or whatever. Ben will think, I'll just go and spark him out. Go home.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
I think...
Go on. I was just saying, I don't know. I just think McKinnon's just tricky, clever. I think anytime he got in closer, he just spun his opponent around. So I think he'll
but
maybe not toy with Ben,
big stiff idiot.
Yeah. I don't know. I would love to see that fight. Like I said, because I went from just keeping an eye on the domestic scene. I was liking that Luther Clay. He then gets beat by Chris Congo. I was like, okay, I quite like this Chris Congo. He then loses McKinnon, and it was like, oh no, I quite like this McKinnon. So any one of them against Ben, I would like to see something like that next. I know obviously Conor Ben's going to want bigger names, but I'd like to see a little domestic fight with one of those guys.
I think Ben licks his lips and chases him around the ring. I honestly do.
I don't know. I'm really not sure. I'd like to.
It'd be a good fight then. In that case,
I'll be very impressed if he blasts him out. Actually, speaking of Conor Ben, have you seen? It is definitely on the Warrington undercard now.
It is. That's looking like a good card.
That's a good card. Yeah, I like that.
Mental card.
But yeah, Ethan, much to say on McKinnon. Snooze fest.
I thought McKinnon looked good, but fuck me, it was so boring.
Yeah,
it was just nothing. It was just one-sided, nothing coming back.
Yeah,
it was
Ranowski looked crap.
It's not
mate. Do
you know what I mean? It's you can't really judge that much off of him when it's just he's just punching a punching bag, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we might have to have a little bet if Conor Ben takes him on.
Oh
yeah, I like it.
Easy. That's an easy win though, Josh. Come on, easy.
No, we won't do a bet on a winner, but we'll bet how long it goes, sort of thing. Because Josh, you're thinking he's going to drag him out to make it a point.
Oh fuck that! Ben round 5, mate.
I'm not sure.
Ben 5, sure. Clean K.
He's. I don't know.
You don't rate Ben that highly,
No, it's not that I wouldn't rate Ben as high. He was obviously we've seen a bit like Campbell Ham. We've seen him right from the start.
Yeah,
and he actually had we've been able to see his improvements, which is nice. But against a tricky box like that, he hasn't. I can't really even say has he fought anyone do you know what I mean? Samuel Vargas is there to be hit. I just don't know. I just think I'll be intrigued. I'll be very intrigued just to see what happens there.
Ethan, have you frozen? Basically, we'll move on from McKinnon there.
Move on, McKinnon.
We pretty much covered that. That was is that the last fight I have scored for? Oh no, Farouk and
got cash. Yeah.
What was Price ground? Lauren Price. No.
Hopi Price. Hopi Price.
Okay.
Again, I don't have much to say really.
He's fighting again though this weekend. Is it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I thought it was 2 weeks turnaround, isn't it?
I appreciate that. I think that's good for him.
Yeah, especially because when I heard that, I thought the Italian, like I said, he was pretty shit, but he always came forward. And I was like,
did.
to have like a fight so soon again, like that's like risky.
Yeah.
Especially a short guy and like he's so tall.
But
I thought he looked really good though.
Yeah.
I thought
he's definitely got skills there.
Yeah. What was that? Was that a super bantamweight as well?
I can't remember, but he was tall.
I just remember thinking just how tall he was.
His length is going to do wonders for him, innit?
But then I think they said the next one was for an area title at featherweight. So
okay, should be a good fight then.
Yeah,
I think he's pretty good. I think I'd like
his power would come. I know, and he has like 2 KOs out of his 6 wins, whatever. But his power would come. I think you could see that he had good timing with the. Because was it the first round he wobbled him?
Yeah.
And then he dropped him in the last round with like pretty much the exact same shot. He's good. He looks good.
With that length, though, you're just gonna have natural power, aren't you?
Yeah. Straight on to Farouk Castillo.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, did you guys both hear about him being deaf and mute?
Mental.
Unbelievable.
I think I was meaning to have a look at his box recs. I feel like on other podcasts they've brought up about some fighter being deaf or something. So I was kind of aware there was a fighter out there, but just actually seeing it was it was mad.
Fair play to him, mate.
Yeah.
I thought he looked. I honestly thought he looked really good. I just thought Cash looked. Yeah. Cash was just a level above him, but you could see him. Did you see that one a little bit in round 1? The ref had to remind himself, oh shit, this guy's deaf. I need to at the end of the round jump in. I know. Because otherwise, you could just see Cash turns around and gets clapped.
Yeah, I think I even noticed in one of the rounds, it looked like Farouk was telling him, they're in a clinch, and he's gave him a nudge of it's the end of the round, mate. I don't know how I'd feel fighting someone like that. It'd be
I think it's really good, isn't it? How they've got the rope system.
Yeah,
I heard.
He shakes his rope. If he shakes a certain rope, it means a certain thing.
Yeah.
What do we think of Farouk? Because I thought he looked sloppy.
I thought, he sometimes gets involved when he doesn't need to get involved. But his upper body movement's so good to sit in the pocket. I don't know how he stays so calm just in the pocket.
But I feel like he got
it's mad.
Hit a lot. You could see he had good defense. He had the defense available to use, and I just feel like he just wasn't. He should have looked outstanding in that fight. He should have looked. He shouldn't have been touched, sort of thing.
I thought,
I don't know.
He was that Castillo was big. I was really impressed. I know. That is one of those things that sometimes he just gets involved, just stays a little bit too long. But he's so good at his upper body movement in the pocket.
Yeah, I
don't know. Do you just not think that Do you not think after round 2, 3, he was this guy's not gonna.
Yeah, he was cruising.
He felt what was coming back. He realised it's not going to do anything to me. I feel pretty safe with this. So he's then just going to sit there and go on the offensive and just be I'm
I don't know. I just felt he looked lazy.
Oh,
don't get me wrong.
I was impressed.
I just felt like he could have done more if he tried. If that makes sense.
Fair. Yeah.
I just felt like you don't need to be doing this. You should. I felt like he could have absolutely bossed that fight. Nothing against Castillo. I thought he fought well. He came to fight. Walked forward.
You can kind of but sometimes when you bring over these unheard of names, if it's a Mexican, you always know they're probably going to be game. But then you bring over I don't know, some random Polish bloke. You're is he a plumber as well? What's he going to be like?
Literally.
But the Mexicans, you can always guarantee it.
I just felt watching it. I felt like Farouk was almost stooping to his level, if that makes sense. In some ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt like Farouk could have done better. Performance-wise.
I did see that the British Board of
Control.
Oh, what's the word? They made the rematch again, basically, for the British title.
Oh, have they?
No, for McGregor. Whether McGregor drops the belt now, because he might want to move on now to world level, but that has been ordered. That's where they've ordered it for it to be. So to go into.
Okay, it'd be a good fight. But I don't know if you need McGregor.
Yeah,
it was so close last time, and like a lot of people basically said you didn't win.
But because going into it, I was thinking like, is McGregor now the favourite just because of momentum? Like Cash Farouk's like just dropped off since he signed for Matchroom, and then I said about it like, it just doesn't feel like he's kicked on. And I really thought Eddie would have done something with him. Like, I guess it didn't help with COVID, but you think like get him out in Scotland, like get a little following going.
It sounds like he's wanted to, but I don't know.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Any more on Cash?
Well, I just felt a bit disappointed.
Oh.
Well, I just expected a bit more.
I think that's a harsh. I think that's a harsh thing to say. I think he looked really good, to be honest. I just think he was just confident in beating Castillo and just he probably took some punches he didn't have to take. But
I just feel like he went on cruise mode and he stopped trying to be proactive and breaking the fighter down. I think he was just happy to get those rounds.
He's not the biggest. Yeah, he's not the biggest hitter either. Is
no, but he just kind of done the same thing the whole fight, and like he did it well. There's no problem, but I feel like he could have just mixed it up a bit, showed a bit more. That's all I'm saying. Like it was a good win, and he fought well, but I just expected that little bit. Show the people what you can do a bit, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got mugged off against Lee McGregor in a lot of people's opinions. Show everyone that you got mugged off and what you can do. I just felt a bit, I don't know, sold a bit short on it. I'm just saying.
Fair enough. We're gonna move on to next fight.
Yeah, what was it? Ford Bilotti?
Was it Zelfa?
Was Zelfa before, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch it in order again.
Ford Bilotti was Ford good knockout in the third round. Really, I
didn't really.
Looks a bit like Tevin Farmers Jr. Not looks, but like in ability wise, I thought he looked pretty similar. Obviously got a knockout, but it didn't look like he had a whole lot of power. It was more a case of like kind of pinned Bilotti in and finished.
He had him hurt, and that was it. He wouldn't let him off the hook.
Yeah. Good finish though. I thought good finish.
Yeah, I don't have
shot selection,
a problem. Yeah.
Anything to add, Ethan, or?
No. I think that was it, mate. I think it was just a solid. It was just a solid performance by him, wasn't it?
And then obviously
moving on.
The final one was Barrett Simeon.
Yeah, again, not much to really say.
Yeah, Barrett looked alright, but again, against that opponent, you expect him to.
All I would say is I thought like under pressure he visibly looks uncomfortable. There's times that he just got punched back. And I don't know, he just looks awkward. Like no one likes getting punched, but like against Kike Martinez as well, like just that pressure sort of fighter. I don't know. I think that there's his weakness. Like I
think he's figured out a bit now.
Yeah, I don't. Say if he did fight Cordina, I'm picking Cordina to beat him. Even to be fair, Zelfa does look huge at the weight, but I'm quite confidently picking Cordina. Yeah. Was that all for Fight Camp 3?
Yeah, that's it for Fight Camp.
Thoughts on the fight camps overall?
I really like him. I think it should be weekly.
Quality production.
Weekly.
UFC it. Do you know what I mean? Get out there and
see him.
How many of these fighters have got like bigger publicity from this than they would have had normally?
Yeah. And I'm sure there's plenty of Matchroom fighters who are like getting not as many shows or whatever that would quite happily fight every other week. Do you know what I mean?
I want to see him bring back
as well. We ain't got to live there anymore.
Yeah.
Do you remember the prize fighters tournaments? It'd be like. I'd like to see that come back again, just as a fun. Do you remember it when they had like?
Was that on Channel 5?
They'd be like, no, it was a Sky One. Yeah, they used to do it like. Just before, I don't know if it was Matchroom was doing it then. I don't know, but they'd do like the heavyweights, and they'd be like 8 heavyweights, and they'd do like a quarterfinal, semi-final, final. It'd just be like a 3-round fight. It'd be funny as fuck. Just like, it was good. I'd like to see them come back. And then they'd replace it with like things like they done like the next gen series for a bit, which was like just shit boxing. Like no one really. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to see like half those fighters like that new out, unless it's like for like an area title, just to make it competitive. Half the time you're watching like the Olympians fighting someone you know they're going to beat, and it's like, what's the fucking point in that?
Literally.
But no, Fight Camp series has been okay. I think it's been alright. There's been some good fights there.
I've enjoyed it for $1.99. You can't get wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, let's just say that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ, the value of content that you've got for that, it's mental. I think they're changing the game a bit. Throw away these stupid £60 fucking pay-per-views, please.
Literally. Let's get rid of them.
Wait for the Joshua Usyk last pay-per-view.
Literally.
Yeah.
Who do you want to start with from the States?
Let's just get Casimero over.
I was just about to say, should we just get that out of the way?
Let's just get it over and done with. I can't be asked. 91 punches landed the entire fight. Fuck off.
Was that between both fighters?
Both.
Oh, landed.
Do you know how many Casimero landed? 44.
Oh.
The entire fight. And in the interview, when he was asked, afterwards, what do you think about it? He said to his interpreter, turned around and basically said, well, that's all I needed to do to win. Like, fuck off. Grow up. Fuck's sake. Like, you got Kanju throwing 100 punches in a round.
Yeah. I think it was just bad matchup, bad everything. Like, Casimero didn't cut off the ring and Rigo ran, and that was it.
Yeah, it was meant to be Casimero Donaire, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then obviously Rigo started, and I was like, fucking hell, it's still a good fight.
Yeah.
But Rigo done what Rigo does best. But I was, so who do you blame? Like, because like you said, Casimero just seemed to follow him around. It was just throwing one punch.
If someone's not throwing back at you though, what are you gonna do?
He wasn't exactly hit. He wasn't cut off the ring. Like, it was, like I said, it was always like just launching with one shot. And I know it's disheartening when you're missing and it's tiring, but like it just felt like just needed to set something up, throw in like 2s, 3s, it just rough him up. It didn't do anything, but it just felt like rounds. And he was just happy to let go by. I don't want to blame Casimero for too much because Rigo is a shithouse in it.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it as well because I like
it was funny
the hit
to
and not
watch
get
sometimes.
I love the hit and not get hit.
Fucking awful.
And I was
always like,
really
is he going to catch him?
Yeah. I was just stunned he could do it for 12 rounds. They kept saying on commentary, but I thought 6 rounds best. I know they say he's 40, but is he 40? He's pushing 50, I think. So,
I don't know. But
like him and... Cool, I was just going to say him and Ortiz, I just don't think they're the age they say they are.
I mean, like, but 12 rounds when you're not really having to do a lot. You're kind of just hopping around. Like, it's not like...
Well, how did everyone score it as well, out of curiosity?
Oh, yeah, go on then.
115, 113, Casimero.
I had exactly
115. I had it Rigo.
Did you?
Did you? Fuck you! You're part of the problem!
There was some times where, like... Do you know what I mean? It was almost like hypnotising just watching him just not get hit, and then he would just throw one counter left, and then it's like that's all I take away. Yeah.
What rounds did you? All right, let's go through rounds. Right, round 1 I had Casimero.
Yeah.
Round 2 I had Rigo.
Yeah.
No, I had Casimero again.
Okay.
I thought Rigo that was one of the stronger rounds for Rigo.
Yeah, I thought he
landed like a few. Yeah.
Round 3.
Round 3 was the weird one where it was like that. Yeah. You know that meme where it's in like black and white. I think it's off like an old comedy film. There's that guy just running around. That's what I thought about round 3. That's exactly what it was like. I was like, fucking hell.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I heard Casimero just on aggression. I remember thinking like it was a really weird round.
Round 4.
Rigo.
I had Rigo. Round 5.
Casimero.
I had Casimero.
I had Casimero, but can I prefix this now? This was my second sitting watching it now, so my mentality of judging it may have changed. I was definitely more pissed off.
Okay, round 6, I had
Rigo.
I had Casimero round 6.
I had Casimero.
So because
I went off the fact that round 5 and 6 were really close, like in terms of what they were like, and I was like, I scored the last one for Cassie, and that was kind of like a mirror of that round. So I was like, I guess I go Cassie again. I don't know.
Yeah.
Round 7, I had Rigo.
Yeah.
Round
same.
8, I had Cassie.
I had Rigo.
And round 9, I had Rigo. And round 10.
I had 9. I had Rigo, and I crossed it out to put Casimero. I can't remember what swung me, but I wrote Rigo, and I was like, I then thought about something. I was like, oh nah.
It was one of those fights, wasn't it? Like every round almost could have gone either way. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. I would have no problem with people scored it, 'cause it's just what you prefer in it. It's
right.
weird fight.
So so just so you know, with the judges, right? So the judges went 116, 112, Cass. 117, 111, Cass. Which I'm like, that's very.
I think
that's 9-3.
If you have a preference in boxing, then and it's a close round. If someone boxes the way you prefer, then.
And then the last one was 115, 113, but to Rigo.
Yeah. Well, what did everyone think of that the round one as well? The knockdown, the puncher on the back of the head. Was it fair? Like,
I think that's really weird.
I think it was.
Like he was going down before he even clicked.
You can look at it. You can look at it loads of ways, can't you? And you could look at it one time and go, "Oh, it was right." And another time,
but I feel like the problem was the punch
after, wasn't it?
That kind of tipped him. Didn't look clean. If that makes sense. If he'd been hit by a clean punch, then but
then he took a few. He took a few as he was down. You could argue that he could have got a point taken away for that.
Yeah, and I think the problem was that he kind of had a hand down rather than like a knee or something. I think when you got a hand down, it looks like you're going to try to stand back up again, and it's like. Plus, he kind of had his back to Cassie, who could argue. I thought he had a hand on the rope, or I thought he had a hand somewhere else. Like, I don't know if Casimero could actually see his hand was on the floor. I don't know if it looked like he was just bent over. Do you know what I mean? Because Rigo does that a lot, where he bends over away from you. Yeah, you can't see his hands anyway.
So it finished as Casimero split decision. Where do you think just move on? No one talk about this fight ever again? I want to see Casimero Donaire if they can sort that out.
Delete it.
One thing, what was Casimero doing between rounds? Did you hear him?
Was he gagging or something?
Yeah, he's like,
I heard that. I was like
every round.
I thought you sent me a dodgy stream and there was some weird I was like, what?
Making noises over it.
I did think, I was like, is someone like thrown up in the background? What's that about?
I don't know what he was doing, but it was loud. He was like, but he was like shouting it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I thought this is bizarre. Like, I don't know whether he's got a cold or what. Like, it was weird. Do you know what I mean?
But moving on. So Casimero, obviously, if they can sort out the Donaire fight, what is the issue there? Something drug testing and shit? Is that what?
I don't know. There's all sorts going back and forth between Donaire's wife and Casimero.
If they can iron that out and sort out, I want to see that. Rigo, I don't know, retire, but
please.
Who's gonna want to watch?
Fuck off.
Honestly, Ethan, watch. It's like years ago now, but go watch Donaire versus Rigondeaux. Regando put us on a fucking clinic that night.
So he's just gone downhill drastically, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. He's always been quite boring, but that fight, he was expected to lose. Like, he was still he is a double Olympic champion, but Donaire was I think he was 2012 fight of the year. Then going into 2013, maybe
he was on fire, and knocking everyone out,
Rigondeaux just put us on a fucking clinic.
Rigo hadn't had many fights then, had he?
Nah, but he was obviously still he was people knew him, but everyone was expecting Donaire to
right, should we just jump off this because
I didn't watch any of the undercard.
No, me neither.
Nah, I wouldn't be able to see.
Ortiz
Kavalowskis.
I don't know Me Machine.
Sorry, what's his name, Josh?
Who's that? Rigondeaux, Donaire?
No. Who's Ortiz fighting?
Good way of dodging the question.
Kavalowskis. I can't fucking say it. Me Machine.
Me Machine.
Me Machine.
Eminem.
Yes.
Boom. What did we think then?
Oh, it was a really fun fight. I really enjoyed it.
I was quite impressed by Ortiz, not going to lie.
Yeah, well, he wins by stoppage. So first round, I thought he had a really high guard. He was just working off the jab, and I saw that as a bit of a
basic
collecting data. He was just obviously working out because Me Machine. I'm not going to even attempt to say his name again now. Me Machine is still considered a big puncher at the weight, so that's why I saw it. And then fucking round 2, he got Ortiz getting really hard. I didn't see that coming. And just good. And just like I said, the whole fight is a really fun fight.
Yeah, I think Ortiz impressed me big time. Watching his other fights, I haven't seen in full fights, but I've seen highlights and that. I thought, he's got good power, but he looks a bit like a Mikey Garcia sort of good at basics.
He's trained by Robbie Garcia as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I do like Robbie Garcia. I think he's quality.
Yeah.
But Ortiz is smart, I think. I think he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for. Whether it came from the corner or him or what, but like watching the way he picks his punches and things like that and sets his opponents up, I think he knew he was going to get him around 6-7 sort of round.
Yeah.
Obviously got him in the 8th in the end, but I think those first 5 rounds was like luring Mean Machine into the way he wanted him. And I think he set him up for that, I think. And I think my note was Ortiz smarter than he looks. That's my note.
Fair. I loved his he would do off the same shot. He would go like left hook, then up again, and he was really good at like going up, down, like really quickly off the left hook. And
and he had a really weird like screw jab, which is like half jab, half hook.
Yeah, well they kept calling it like a power jab, wasn't it? In the commentary. And I just was like a stiff dance. Like,
but he kind of like he kind of threw it offline, so it kind of came out and then went out and around. Like,
well, that was that the knockdown, wasn't it? It was he went right, didn't he?
In the third round,
straight right. He threw the straight right and then come back with the left hook, and that's what dropped him a bit. But after like he was so hurt in round 2. Like when he came back, I was like, I fucking sat up there because I didn't actually know the outcome. I watched it on a delay and I didn't know the outcome. I was like, fucking hell, this is a fun fight.
Yeah, I was quite impressed. Ethan,
and then
I thought it was just a quality fight all round, to be honest. Yeah,
just a good scrap.
It just went, mate. It just went every way, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like you said, round 2 was everyone was like, what the fuck's going on? And then, I think from probably like 4 onwards, it looked pretty solid. Ortiz was going to finish it off somehow, but.
What were you going to say, mate? Good, Josh?
Obviously in round 8, he dropped him like 4 times, was it?
Yeah, that was
like
It was like they were all like flash knockdowns as well, or like just
like
off
mix.
balance.
It was just I just loved the variety of it as well because one of them was like a couple of body shots. Like, he's a good fighter. I'm really I just want him to fight. Like the 147 division, I found just like with Spence and Crawford, it's just not going to happen.
It's slowed down, isn't it?
I just want, it's like that, like historically, like a good division. And I want something. So if he can be the one to like bring it into life, then I'm all for him.
He's going to have to do something, isn't he? I mean, the welterweight used to be the golden division in a way, didn't it? It almost stole it from the heavyweights during Mayweather's era. And I was
going back through. Yeah, early 2000s, 90s, like Sugar Ray Leonard around. Like it's always been like a good.
Well, he was more
being
like
a good
middleweight, but
it's always been a good division. So
that pretty much covers all the fights from. Did anyone watch any undercard on that? I didn't know if there was.
Nah, I'd say if there was something, I would go back and watch it, but I haven't actually gone through it.
Any things of note? Obviously, we had Muhammad Ali's grandson make his debut.
I didn't see him. Good. Yeah, I saw about him, but I haven't actually seen what he looked like.
He doesn't look like Ali.
Well, when he saw it, I was like, he's white.
Fair. Really white. But he looked alright. To be fair, his debut, you can't tell a lot.
What weight was he at?
I think it was at 162, so it was like a middleweight catch.
Just over middleweight. So probably
So
interesting.
I think he'll probably come down to middleweight. I think because he looked kind of fluffy. He could go up maybe, but I would probably stay at middleweight. It's just better to be a middleweight champ than the super middleweight champ. I feel like. I don't know.
Has he signed with anyone yet?
I think he's with Top Rank.
No, okay.
So Bob Arum.
Yeah, that was the promotion.
Bob
Bob Arum. Okay.
Yeah. So
no, he looked like he looks like he holds a bit of power in his hands. To be fair to him, looks like he could do a bit. He did. The kid he was fighting was what do they say? The moment they said, he's an MMA fighter. I went, well, it's fine then.
Does a bit of MMA, he does. So watch out for him.
He basically it was just throwing 1-2s, wasn't he?
Yeah, 1-2s.
That's all he was using. He was just 1-2, just non-stop for about 30 seconds and dropped it.
But he's trained by Manny Stewart's kid. Is it a kid? Or I can't remember.
Okay.
So
is he with the Kronk gym?
Yeah.
Ah.
So, I think... And he looked alright. I feel like... We have to see where he goes, obviously, but debut, first round knockout. I mean, I could see him doing alright. He looked pretty good. We'll have to find out when he gets punched in the face, because he didn't really get hit. So we'll find
he
out.
didn't get hit once, I don't think, did he?
Have to see what he's made of, won't we, really?
Yeah.
What else happened? Obviously, did you hear what's his face talking about all the belts?
No, I saw you sent it in. I need to watch that.
It's a clip. It's right at the start.
Josh, watch it now really quickly if you can, mate.
It was
do like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was.
Mate, while Josh watches that real quick, Sam, I thought that was hilarious, mate.
I thought it was.
I thought that was absolutely hilarious. It's honest, just hit the nail on the head, didn't he?
Because he said that right at the start of the Ortiz card, in which the two fighters who were fighting for one of those belts. Here it is.
In this fight, it's one of 43 belts the WBA has handed out across its 17 weight classes. You know, the relationship between sanctioning bodies and fighters, it should be symbiotic. The WBA's relationship with boxing is parasitic. They are fee-gobbling bloodsuckers who have done nothing but damage this sport. And until they clean it up, boxing would be a lot better if all the fighters with WBA belts, including the winner of this one, throws those belts in the trash.
Fair play.
Yeah.
He's right. He's right. It is a fuck. I was even saying about like Lee Wood and Santa Cruz. Like there's two of that. There's fucking every division. You just go through it, and there's like, oh, I know, just fucking make an interim belt. And you're like, well, you got a fucking interim belt. The champion's active, and it's, now we got a super champion. And they're all fucking.
Then we got a continental belt and a European belt and an international belt, and a silver belt. It's like,
Right, boys. Quick question, right? Mm-hmm. To plebs like me, right? Can you just briefly explain why there are so many federations and so many belts at the moment?
Well, basically, a long time ago, there was one, and that was it.
So that was the WBC, wasn't it?
In a world.
I don't know, to be honest. I think it was just called.
I think WC was the first.
Then you had the
Ring. That's the Ring magazine one. No, I think WBC was the first.
Right, and then basically
things like the IBF and WBO were like 90s. I think they came a thing.
Basically, there's no one who officially can kind of like
boxing doesn't have like
boxing,
one government body
because it's kind of like all the promoters. It's so divided through promoters, agencies. It's not like everyone's under one hub at all. There's so much freedom in what you can do.
Yeah.
So people are basically we've got a lot of money. We'll make these belts, make people pay to fight for them, and like glorify them basically.
Yeah.
Because it helps the promoters sell fights. Like it's for a world title and stuff like that. And And then a couple had a disagreement, so then that one split off to become two, and
you get promoters close and cozy with certain do you know it's like Frank Warren and Bob Aaron's belt fights, and you would usually end up fighting for like a WBO belt, and Eddie's fighters always seem to have like a WBA belt. It just shit.
It's
and it makes a fucking pain saying big fights sometimes they can't get them made. But that was the whole thing with Warrington wanting to fight Kanzu because the IBF didn't recognise the WBA regular belt, and it was like it's fucking so annoying. It's so annoying.
Rubbish. I think I don't know what you can do really. They're so established now.
Yeah, well that's it. It's like it's too far gone, right? It's too far gone. To me, it's the same with rankings. Like you pick any weight class and you look at a ranking. Well, depending on which fucking board you go through. A fighter that could be top 5 in one isn't even in a ranking on another, and you're sat there like, well, what the fuck's going on? It's a bit of a strange one, but unfortunately, I think it's just that's how political.
I always go to the Ring magazine for rankings.
Yeah,
just because they're more unaffiliated, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like I'm sure they have fees for their belts and stuff, but they're less political, I think. So I don't know. You can make what you want of it at the end of the day. You could do a whole hour podcast explaining the belts, I think. Yeah. It's just this big scam. To be honest. Anything else to add?
No.
Did we want to talk about any fights coming up in this one, or shall we? Because it's kind of going to be like a little week in between.
Yeah.
So I
think, like we said earlier, you've got Ben Granados is now confirmed for September 4th. Mm-hmm. So that looks like a mental card to me.
To.
Yeah, that looks that's a really, really good card.
So we do want a couple of weeks' time just review Manny Pacquiao's fight and as a BT card as well, and then preview for the Warrington.
Yeah, sounds good. Maybe we might throw in a little Olympic one. Talk about
keep saying they're going to do that. Keep saying they're going to do that.
Yeah, just see like who we think's good, who we think's is not so good for the pro game. See what we think.
Yeah, fair.
And yeah, we will catch you guys probably next week.
Yeah, some point. Hopefully, no issues, technical.
Sam.
Well, it's not just me.
You fucking was, mate. You started it.